Hello, nerds watching all over the internet. It is Thursday night, February 13th, and we're here for another exciting live edition of Wrestle Rewind. Yahoo! That's right, folks. Another amazing Thursday night to talk about all the wonderful things happening in the world of pro wrestling. I'm talking matches, segments, OMG moments, amazing promos, returning legends, title changes, and more. I am your host, Jose Casabona. I am also the host, the founder, executive producer, and content manager of the Ravens Flock. And on behalf of all of us on this channel, we appreciate all of you tuning in tonight. And joining behind the camera is the host of the Black Files, my type partner for Wrestle Rewind, a man who puts in the hours behind all the videos on his channel every single week. A man who, if you sent over to the Daly's place in Jacksonville, Florida, I'm fairly certain that he is going to light that place on fire, Mr. Juan Arouse.
Thank you for that fine introduction, Jose. Don't you ever forget the mister.
But then where would the Jacksonville Jaguars play? Where would they train? If not in Daly's place.
Somewhere more fitting. Like, off the top of my head, they could train at the local YMCA. They can train at the closest high school. They can train in the sewage runoff of the Panama City freaking, like, sewage waste disposal department for all I care.
Damn.
Well, you want me to feel bad for them? They suck.
No. You're not wrong. They are unfortunately the butt end of all NFL jokes, if there is any. But
and this is coming from a league that has the Detroit Lions. The Detroit Lions are held in higher prestige.
Yes, thank you. I mean, fuck. The Dallas Cowboys are also held in higher prestige than the Jaguars. Now, with that being said, enough football talk. Well, like all our other shows, folks, we are simulcasting on YouTube and Kick. So hit the subscribe or the follow button on the bottom right corner of your screen. Click the bell icon to enable notifications. Leave your questions and comments below. We'll answer as many as we can. And if you wish to go above and beyond to support the Ravens Flock, then you can become an Inner Flocker. And for $4.99 a month, you'll have access to all the perks that comes with our membership. Juan, tell them.
Well, for all the Inner Flockers we've got in our chat, and I know we have plenty, go ahead and show off those lovely membership badges and custom emojis, letting everyone know that you're here to help rescue the Ravens Flock from the culture of late-stage capitalism to become full-time streamers. Since 2013, we've been working hard, staying strong, making your voice our mission. The only thing standing in our way is the fact that we have to work 9-to-5 jobs just to keep our lights on. However, there's a way that you can help rescue us from all this and help us bring this this channel to the heights that it's always intended to be, which is just doing what you guys normally do. Just share, comment on the channel, whether while we're live or after the fact. If you're not able to watch us live, hit the like button. Make sure that you're subscribed to us. Make sure that you have the notification bell. Hit for all our alerts. And make sure that you tell everyone in your life who you know has a passion or at the very least a strong interest in geek culture, nerd culture, pop culture, and everything in between, and let them know the good and hard work that we've been doing all this time. The more subscribers we get, the more Inner Flockers come out of that, and before you know it, we'll be completely self-sufficient and financially independent. That way we never have to worry about dealing with having to choose between gas bills or food or being able to go to conventions or anything like that. So with your help, we can and will succeed. You also get access to first and members only content, a special discount to our merch store, link in the description below. And you get access to all of us, the Ravens Flock, your favorite motley crew of nerds, here to make your voice our mission by providing us your thoughts, your input, your feedback, your ideas to better shape the future of this channel to suit your tastes and needs. Hey, up in the chat, we got Lisa Boo and Nikki Bella are over here chatting it up. We appreciate it, and thank you very much for talking with us on the chat. But pray tell, Jose, for anyone who's maybe new here, what exactly do we do here on Wrestle Rewind?
Well, here on Wrestle Rewind, we review 3 of the most exciting pro wrestling programs in North America today. That is WWE's NXT, AEW Dynamite, and TNA Impact. Now, before we begin, I do want to issue an apology because I was incorrect in my reporting last week. NXT Vengeance Day is happening this Saturday on February 15th over in Washington, D.C. When I commented last week on the Ravens Lock saying that it was happening on that Saturday, which was 100% wrong. That's what happens when I was running on fumes. But nevertheless, we are right now correct in our calendar for 2025. So far. We are on our way to Vengeance Day, which also so happens to be the same Saturday where AEW will be hosting Grand Slam in Brisbane, Australia. Crikey, mates! Now, I do want to turn my attention to the earlier subject, because speaking of football, yes, we are aware that we are a few days removed from the Super Bowl 59, and where the Philadelphia Eagles triumphed over the Kansas City Chiefs. Some people who saw the game thought it was a huge nothing burger of a football game. Others were disappointed because they were rooting for the Chiefs, and others who rooted for the Eagles were celebrating. In fact, they were celebrating so hard that the people of Philadelphia started tearing down freaking traffic posts in the middle of the street and marching with it like they were rioting in celebration.
But sure, let's go ahead and blame the nerds for everything that's wrong in the world.
Now, there's two things I want to say. Number one, where the fuck was this energy when Cody was finishing his story last year?
Right? Where the hell were you people in Philly? What the fuck?
Oh, I guess us nerdy wrestling fans are just too nice and too civil to riot in our city and tear down traffic lights. Bitches.
Actually, yes, we are too nice for that.
And number two...
Bless you.
That was not number two,
Right,
but...
so number three?
Number three, how the hell are we going to match that energy, Juan? How are we going to match the energy of the crazy, raging Philadelphia crowd?
Well, it won't be easy, but thankfully we are partnered up with our friends over here at Glitch Energy, and they're going to give us all the energy we need.
Yay!
With Glitch Energy's specially formulated Smart Energy Blend that can keep you running strong all day long. Whoops. Bless you. Jose's not trying to dab, I promise. He's not that much of a nerd. He's just trying to sneeze away. With 0 sugar, 0 carbs, 0 calories, 0 lag, and 0 crash. And if you go to glitchenergy.com and make sure that that you have them bookmarked, make sure that you check in on them frequently, because you never know when a new product or a new promotion will be underway. For instance,
that's right. Actually, go back. Actually, no. Well, we'll get to that in a bit, because tomorrow is Valentine's Day, and what better of a gift for your Valentine or for yourself than the gift of Smart Hearts? That is the limited edition Valentine's Day flavor for Glitch Energy, and it is sweet and sour candy flavor, perfect for the occasion.
And you better believe that the guys at Glitch Energy are principled just like we are here at the Ravens Flock. You see, we don't just pull this out of our butt. 0 sugar, 0 calories, 0 lag. That's how these guys operate. And their Smart Energy Blend is right here on the labels. They tell you every single ingredient and every single bit of information that's included with the blessed ingredients here, and they'll tell you exactly what you need to know, because they believe in having an informed customer base. They want you to know what glory you're putting in your body that they're offering to you.
Exactly. No strings attached. And of course, if you go to glitchenergy.com and use our promo code FlockFuel, you'll receive a 20% discount on your order, so don't delay. Valentine's Day is tomorrow. Go to glitchenergy.com. Give your body the love it needs. Or surprise your Valentine with Glitch Energy Smart Hearts today.
We want to thank Glitch Energy for partnering with the Ravens Flock. You guys have not made a mistake, as far as I'm concerned.
Yay! That being said, I want to now getting back on the earlier subject. I actually just want to get a little personal. I actually do want a trip to Philadelphia sometime, only to try out their authentic freaking Philly cheesesteaks. I will have one, damn it!
Oh,
not some secondhand shit from anywhere else.
Yeah, like peons who don't know how a Philly cheesesteak ought to go. It's got to have a buttload of onion grilled on it. You got to have mushrooms up in that bitch, and they actually use like Cheese Whiz cheese instead of like melted provolone for like the vintage style original Philly cheesesteak. Did you know that, Jose?
I Did not know that. And I think you may have mentioned it last year when we did the watch party for WrestleMania while we were eating Philly cheesesteaks.
You know what? I think I was. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Also, I just realized all of our glitch tub labels are facing backwards.
Damn it!
So you're gonna have to fix that real quick.
Well, we already started. It's already too late.
Fix it anyway. It's not like it's the end of the universe if you don't.
Okay.
But yeah, like that's the fun fact about Philly cheesesteaks. Usually you're supposed to have I normally have it with provolone cheese on it, but it's supposed to be like Cheese Whiz style cheese. So it's gotta be nice, greasy, freaking gooey goo cheese of goo.
All right, shut up. I'm done.
See, there you go.
All right, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the review. Juan, ring that bell.
Don't mind if I do.
We're going to start things off white and hot with WWE NXT. This is their go-home show before their pay-per-view event, NXT Vengeance Day, which is once again happening this Saturday, February 15th in Washington, D.C., our nation's capital, who we're not very happy about right now, but that's a whole different ballgame.
That's because our nation's on fire. How about yours? That's the way I like it, and I'll never get bored.
All right.
Okay, I'm lying. I don't like it that way. It's a horrible nightmare.
We open things up in a hard way with between Fangirl and her former idol as one of the awesome women's Grand Slam champions of WWE, Bayley, the role model, takes on Cora Jade.
All right, so these two have been it's been part of a ongoing issue between Bayley, Cora Jade, and Roxanne Perez, all of whom basically have a stake at trying to get a hold of the NXT Women's Championship, but they're dealing with each other first before we do anything else.
Exactly. Like they've got their own internal drama between the three of them, with Roxanne and Cora thinking that Bayley is trying to take the spotlight and trying to get one more notch in her one more title reign in her under her wing, and
like she doesn't deserve that. Hey, fuck y'all! Come on.
I know, right? Oh yeah, wow! Like, imagine the three women who are involved actually have more drama than Julia, than the NXT champion herself. The beautiful madness that is Julia.
Right? What is that about? Is like Julia hasn't really defended her title much, has she? Since she got it.
Also, I wasn't kidding when I said Fangirl facing her idol. Juan, show the flashback picture that I found.
Oh boy, let me pull this puppy up.
Yep, there it is. This is Bayley, and I'm going to assume this is back in 2015 or 2016, somewhere in the 2010s, and this is young, little, innocent Cora Jade, back when she was in the Independents as Elena Black.
Well, and she only had one lip piercing right underneath her bottom lip.
Yeah, look at this.
The one stud over here.
Yeah, look at this little Chicago punker. Isn't that
adorable? Also, up here, Mr. Quake. Welcome to Wrestle Rewind. Izzy, I'm shocked. She's turned on the family. How dare they? Oh yeah, no. Imagine Izzy Moreno. If she was in WWE right now, she would be losing her fucking mind.
We're gonna get to that in just a bit, and we're gonna get to Izzy in just a second here. But yeah, no, this is a flashback picture, and it's so nice that they're hugging and they're meeting. And now, fast forward to 2025, they gotta kill each other.
Like this?
Yes, exactly like that. Yep. We start things off in the hard.
I'm actually looking at the facial expression, but go on, Zay.
We're starting things off in the hard way. Bayley was able to get a couple of minutes of early offense in on the match, but then Cora Jade was able to turn things around, keeping the role model grounded in her game, as you can see here, locking in the sleeper hold, trying to keep her from gaining any type of wind.
Like, I'm over here looking at this, and there's almost a maybe I'm getting hyper analytical with how I'm analyzing people. And it's almost like Cora Jade has an expression of, I hate that I'm doing this, almost. But that's just me. We know that she's being a horrible, nasty, evil little heel of a biatch. And that's perfectly fine. It suits her. And that's perfectly alright. That's how, that's the role she's playing, and that's what she's gonna do. But is that something that maybe she's tapping into without meaning to? I don't know. Maybe. Cora Jade, if you ever watch this, let us know in the comments.
Yeah, thank you. Now, continuing on with the wrestling match here. So, Cora Jade keeps Bayley grounded, but then Bayley pulls out a surprise belly-to-belly suplex in the middle of the ring.
I thought it was belly to Bayley.
Bayley to belly.
Okay, it's Bayley to belly, not belly to Bayley.
It's Bayley to belly suplex in the middle of the ring, and then she unleashes her own comeback with a series of clotheslines, and then she unleashes another suplex onto Cora Jade, and then, just as she's about to go to the top rope to nail Cora Jade with a diving elbow drop, out comes Roxanne Perez in full 2015 Bayley cosplay.
What?
With the entrance music and everything.
What the fuck?
Oh yeah, she came down with Bayley's old entrance music. She was doing her hug gesture. She was dressed up as the old Bayley, and she was going around smiling and just
high-fiving fans in the crowd there.
And Bayley was just pissed off that she's doing this.
Bayley's like, wait, I'm sorry, what? The fuck?
So, hey, that's also hero support. So, Bayley would take it very well. That's appreciation. Or she's going to beat the shit out of Roxanne Perez.
Yeah, Bayley took one look at Roxy over here and basically said, and I took that personally.
But Cora Jade saw that as an opportunity to attack Bayley from behind and planting her with the double arm DDT, not only on the ringside floor, but another one for good measure in the middle of the ring, which I remember now. That finishing move is called the Jaded. Yep, she plants the Jaded not once but twice to pin and win. Your winner, Cora Jade.
God damn. And go fucking figure. Turns out, what do you call it? Like, I'm not gonna lie, this is actually pretty, funny in a way, because for once, NXT is cribbing an idea, ripping off an idea, borrowing an idea, however you want to phrase that, from AEW, because last week, was it on Dynamite or was it on, Collision?
It was on Saturday Collision.
Fucking idiots. You shit on Dynamite, you fucking moron. What's her face? Timeless Toni Storm came down to the ring performing as the Glamour Mariah May, complete with full makeup, contouring, like full on ring gear, entrance, move sets, and everything.
Her mannerisms, her speech, like, oh my god, it's crazy.
Yeah, like now obviously Roxy didn't go nearly that far. She just wore. Wait a minute, is that her actual gear?
Wait.
Is that actually Bayley's clothing, though?
No, this was a cosplay that Roxanne Perez did back in 2022. I think she wore that during an NXT house show. It was around Halloween season.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is her own bit. It's not, like, oh, hey, by the way, I ripped this off, or Bayley saying, hey, you want to borrow my outfit for this bit? It'll be funny.
No. This is all 100% Roxanne's. Now,
fucking seriously, girl.
And yes, to piggyback off what Juan said, both Toni Storm and Roxanne Perez, they did their bits and they accomplished their goals. Toni Storm, she has proven that she's got the acting chops to go with her wrestling chops. She's done a magnificent job in her timeless gimmick, to which took me by surprise, and I loved her dressing up and portraying Mariah May. She did it to a T, and that was part of her thing, just to play mind games with the champion. In this case, yeah, it fits, because Roxanne Perez is also playing mind games against Bayley. And she just so happens to have the cosplay hanging around her closet.
God, that is scary. Because I thought that she like ripped it out of her clothing or something.
But remember, Juan, actions do have consequences. Because the NXT general manager herself, the Pebble, Ava, came down with the mic and she announced
No, the Pebble is Mick Foley.
Oh, ha!
No, she's Pebbles. Like, Pebbles, Flintstone.
Oh, wow. Don't let The Rock hear you say that.
Why? Because she's not part of a balanced breakfast? I mean, she is a bit of a snack.
He's gonna whoop you with the Mama Rhodes belt.
I would like to see his HGH stuffed ass. I would love to see that. Oh, hey, Dwayne boy, come and catch me. What? Like, go ahead and try and catch up to me as I gently jog away from him, and his gigantic mass of a body can't keep up because he's got too much mass on him.
Whoops.
Yeah, sure. Oh no, a gentle, a brisk incline.
So fuck you. So Ava gets on the mic and she declared that at Vengeance Day, it will be a fatal 4-way match for the NXT Women's title where the beautiful madness that is Julia will defend her title against Bayley, Roxanne Perez, and Cora Jade. And then afterwards, and then the whole thing ends with a big pull apart between when Bayley shoves Roxanne Perez onto Cora Jade and they all start having a little fight.
So it just goes back to this.
Yeah,
pretty much.
Yeah.
Fuck, the match is over. Cora Jade got her win, but motherfuckers, like, clearly Bayley's on the back foot because now Bayley is trying to deal with two little children girls who clearly have a bone to pick with their elder here. Fuck,
yeah,
the nerve of these little biatches.
I know.
How dare they? How
Damn.
dare they disrespect Bayley over here?
I know. Like, come on, man. This is NXT. Bayley built this house. Well, she's one of the many wrestlers that built this house.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's damn true.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, shall we continue?
Let's go ahead and continue on because this is some funny ass shit. I love this. All right. The next thing on the agenda, the exciting match of the night is, of course, the one-on-one match for the NXT Heritage Cup as the defending champion Lexis King goes up against the former NXT Tag Team Champion JDC, formerly known as Fandango in WWE.
And he didn't come out to that.
No, he came out to his own entrance theme of the system. You know, we got to keep continuity because heaven forbid we get any type of fan delight with Fandango, man.
Yeah, no, Fandango's dancing days are over. But
I know.
Fine. He still moves well in the ring in terms of being an excellent wrestler here. In the chat, I've also see someone new in the chat, Eric Wigrin. Welcome to Wrestle Rewind. Saying
okay.
Scrap the women's division and give them their own show on NXT on Monday nights. The women's matches just drag on, and on Netflix is too valuable for that. We need more edgy TV with less wrestling.
What?
Well, like, there has been some scuttlebutt revolving around doing like WWE like Evolution or
WWE
like
Evolve.
Oh, no, Evolve is the new indie show they're doing on Tubi. I'm talking about like having what do you call it? Full like actual full women's only division.
Okay, but that hasn't been fully materialized yet.
Yeah, it kind of hasn't. And besides, while it would give an opportunity for some of the undercard of the women's to actually come out in full blossom, at the same time, it also kind of undercuts the men's wrestling and the main shows if you migrate all the women over. You know?
Yeah, you got to find a balance.
Yeah, it would have to end up being a weird balancing act where you'd have the women of Raw, SmackDown, and NXT all commingling, but not all being 100% exclusive to this Evolution show, if you were. So that's one of those. I understand it and I can agree with it to a point in theory, but in practice they would have to iron out a lot more wrinkles than we can see.
Yeah.
Right, so let's get to this match with JDC and Lexis King.
Yeah, no, Juan does have a good point. It's a very difficult balance to maintain, and you can't bat 100 every week. So
no, that's not it, Jose. It's not a matter of batting 100 every week. It's a matter of balancing out which women get to be on this separate women's show as opposed to who's on the main roster shows. And how do we balance all that out? Do we have it as a rotating roster, or do we have just appearances from the women's divisions over there? How do we do that? I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But
banish the undercard to main event. No. Anyways, but let's go ahead and get to it. So, Lexis King versus JDC for the Heritage Cup. And with a new champion comes new rules? Because apparently we're doing away the traditional style rules of the Heritage Cup match. Because
what the hell?
Yeah.
The graphic is too big.
Oh, no, I just got it straight from Twitter. So
here are the can suck a fuck. How dare they have graphics that are incompatible with my desires?
And these rules are pretty simple. There are no rounds, one fall to a finish, and the winner takes the cup.
So it's just a regular match.
That's right. Why? Why do away with the rules? Those rules are what makes the Heritage Cup so unique. I think this is just...
also makes the Heritage Cup unique?
What?
Actually being something that you can achieve, not just a championship cup that you hoist around and fucking run around with. It's a tournament championship cup, not a championship title that you rock around with.
But they treat it as a championship title.
No!
That's always been the thing.
That's always been my beef with the thing. All right, well, let's get to the match. Come on.
All right. So despite being away from WWE and despite the name change, that hasn't slowed down our beloved dancer here. Fandango
he still hates pro wrestling. Remember, Jose.
But
remember, he's a heel.
It's okay. WWE,
No.
he's beloved. It's different here. We're
Yeah,
different. We're different in Orlando.
Yeah, they're but no. But
All
also
right.
No.
So JDC lays in a huge array of offense onto Lexis King.
Oh, real quick, also, hey up, Genie Rick, welcome to Wrestle Rewind, and welcome Vicente Guerrero. We appreciate you. And Eric Wigren was trying to say earlier, they might want to think about filming Raw on Netflix in a different format. They already have the diehard marks. They need to keep fishing for the casuals. That is definitely something that WWE is going to have to work on.
Yes. All right. So Fandango, man, it's so weird to call.
Just call him JDC for now.
All right, so JDC lays in a huge offense onto Lexis King. He lays in a series of right hand strikes, just overwhelming the champion. Lays in a falcon arrow suplex in the middle of the ring, only able to get a 2 count. And then Lexis King tries to go to the corner, tries to grab his towel, but there is no corner, man. He's all by himself, and he's trying to catch his own break. But because of his rules, there are no breaks in between rounds. So JDC.
How did you forget that? You're the one who set the new rules, you idiot. How do you forget your own new rules?
So JDC just knocks Lexis King outside of the ring, knocks him on his ass, and then goes over and then runs and flies over the top rope with a nice barrel roll tope, annihilating Lexis King at ringside.
That's how to shoot. Do a barrel roll.
Yeah, and the fans love it. And then JDC rolls Lexis King back into the ring, goes to the top rope, and hits his leg drop, to which he calls it the last dance, but was only able to get But unfortunately, he was only able to get a 2 count.
Nuts.
And after an exciting matchup, JDC tries to go to the top rope again to try and lay another one. But then, what's his face? Lexis King knocks JDC on the ropes, and JDC lands balls first onto the turnbuckle post. And from the top turnbuckle post, what's his face? Lexis King lays him out with the coronation to pin and retain. Your winner, and still the
God damn it! These graphics are gonna kill me one of these days.
Your winner,
Poke an eye out.
and still the NXT Heritage Cup champion, Lexis King.
God damn it! Like not goddamn to Lexis King. I'm glad that he managed to put a good showing of himself here, and obviously JDC, he's a practice hand in this stuff, so this is a nice way to reintroduce him to the NXT crowd and for folks to enjoy an interesting mashup.
Exactly,
So,
and the WWE.
I was just pissed off at the graphic being this big.
No, you're fine. And of course, we WWE fans, we miss really exciting acts like Breezango and the Fashion Police and the Fashion Files that they did. So of course we miss
fun. Funny. Tyler Breeze isn't doing that shit anymore. He's working in the office.
At least he's still employed in WWE.
Yeah, true. It's like still like what the hell, man.
Also, minor thing to point out: it's weird to see him as a general manager in WWE 2K24 in my GM mode.
Right? I thought it like I looked at that, I keep looking at that, and I keep thinking that it's Randy Orton for a second. His face kind of looked like Randy Orton in that thing.
Isn't that weird?
It's so weird.
Oh man.
Okay, but truthfully, I'm glad to see Lexis King is developing well. He's doing a good job, and he's making a good showing of himself, and always nice to see JDC.
All right. Now let's get to the exciting segment of the night, and this one is a video is one of the video packages in a series of video packages that it revolves around the story of Ethan Page and Javon Evans.
All right, so Mr. All Ego Ethan Page also not so subtly ripping off the bit of the genius Lanny Poffo over here, or doing other stuff like what's his face? Damian Sandow.
Yeah.
Like the intellectual savior of the masses.
Actually, no, he's
just
just
intelligent because
actually
he's
no,
savior with a U.
Actually, no, he's just completely unhinged. He's just gone full psychotic. For the past couple of weeks, he's been trying to injure people and send them on the shelf, and he's been feuding with Javon Evans, the same Javon Evans whose jaw he fractured.
So, at this point, all ego Ethan Page has lost his fucking marbles.
He's gone cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Cuckoo!
So, he's lost it. He's lost his mind. So is he doing like a fucking American Psycho thing going on? Well, with him trying to rock the glasses and being well dressed here, and like, oh, but beneath this facade, beneath this smile, behind these eyes, there's nothing there. There's no human being or whatever.
So let me describe the situation. So first of all, they showed an earlier package where the dentist of Javon Evans cleared him to go back and to go into the ring, although he doesn't personally recommend it due to the risks. Or some medical expert or whatever the fuck they got acting. And Javon Evans has agreed to sign a waiver making Ethan Page versus Javon Evans a non-sanctioned match.
Oh goddamn!
Oh goddamn!
So okay, so it's gonna be one of those kind of things.
It's gonna be one of those. And Ethan Page. Now, here's my opinion. This is just my opinion. No one has to agree with me. I personally think that Ethan Page's act right now. I think that this is not exactly the equivalent, but it is an answer to AEW's MJF.
Oh.
In the way that he's acting, how he's unhinged, how he's psychotic, how he has such a fragile ego. Yeah, no pun intended. And how he's
intend all the puns.
Intend all the puns. Yeah. And how he rips it, and how Ethan Page also gets very, very demonic in his speech. Like, not super demonic, but
he's vengeful, he's angry, he's bitter, he's being not just being a heel, but he's being nasty about it all. Like, I can't wait to fucking tear your jaw off,
or I can't wait to end your career. And that's exactly what he's been saying here. Like, he takes pleasure out of ending the careers in wrestlers, and that's exactly what he plans to do with Javon Evans on Vengeance Day this Saturday.
God damn. Okay.
This is great. This is some good shit.
Okay, so you're...
Actually, yes, Mr. Quake put it just correctly. It's MJF meets The Miz. You put them together, you get this guy.
Whoa. Let's not say things we can't take back. You really want to compare Ethan Page to The Miz?
Actually, yeah, you're right.
Yes. Okay, for the record, yes. Mike Mizanin is a highly accomplished, well-decorated wrestler for WWE. He never wrestled anywhere else. He's been a company man through and through. Very good on him. And yet, all you gotta do is take the Z, replace it with a D, and that's all you need to know about this guy.
Mid.
In terms of personality and all that. However, I can understand, if it's a synthesis of the two, the better parts of trying to make it a shoe promo that MJF was doing, along with the arrogance of the Miz, and putting all that together into this package. That I understand, but don't fucking call him the Miz.
Okay, Juan, chill.
Let's see. Vicente was saying JDC is more hardcore since going to TNA. Sad that his team with Oleg Prudov didn't last. Hey, though the system is not so bad. Yeah, no, you're right. The system ain't too bad.
Yay!
Eric Wigrin was saying, you guys are pretty cool and fair. Thanks for keeping the spirit alive.
We appreciate you, Eric. Eric, if you're new to this channel, why don't you hit the subscribe button and also hit like on this video and tell your friends about the Ravens flock.
Exactly. We don't just do pro wrestling. We cover all sorts of different stories and news spanning the spectrum of geek culture, nerd culture, pop culture,
and everything in between.
But for tonight, we're sticking to Wrestle Rewind. Vicente also said, all ego is crazy now, trying to injure opponents. Sid Vicious RIP would be proud. Sid used to military press jobbers and dropped guys on the concrete floor in the early WCW days.
I don't know. That sounds close to what Ryback does whenever, because he's an idiot.
Yeah, no, but that's best because Ryback's an idiot.
All right, but anyway, so all that aside, great video package from Ethan Page. I'm loving this. I can't wait to see this match. But now, unfortunately, we have to go down a few levels here because we now had to go into the match of the night. And sadly, this is a women's match, a one-on-one match, as the newly signed Australian powerhouse Zarya, being accompanied by Sol Ruka, goes one-on-one against the Lioness herself, Nikita Lyons.
What the hell? What's wrong with this?
Oh, man.
Like, okay. Don't tell me that Nikita Lyons was dragging Zarya down. Don't tell me that Zarya was working too slow for Nikita Lyons. Like, okay, you're gonna need to actually explain this one to me, because fucking Nikita Lyons is fucking wonderful. And I'm not just saying that because she's bootylicious, and Zarya is a fucking beautiful monster, and I'm not saying that because she's also bootylicious. Tell me how this is a dud for you, or how this match did not live up to what you think would be a good match here.
Okay, so here's the thing. So in an earlier backstage segment, Zarya and Nikita Lyons got into a little bit of trash talking, and Nikita was trying to instigate some sort of a split between Sol Ruka and Zarya, saying that Sol Ruka's just using her, and Zarya wasn't taking too kindly to that, so these two settle it in the ring. So here's the match. Here's what I'm going to talk about. So with Nikita Lyons, she, as you can see here, she's keeping Zarya grounded. She's not as fast as she used to be, but she is using more power heavy moves in this match.
Unfortunately, that is just the product of the size and frame and dimensions of Nikita Lyons. She is a taller girl. She is a little bit of a bigger girl. She can't run around the way she used to because literally both of her legs got fucked. So she can only stay on the shelf to rehab so long before she gets too rusty to function. And so she comes back into the ring and she's in action, and so she has to stick with power moves. She has to stick with power movement, slower, more methodical movements here, which is a disservice to Nikita because this is a totally different way of functioning for her in the ring than what she's used to and what she's known for. So, and like you said, it is fucking depressing. It is sad, but at the same time, it's a matter of necessity for her own well-being.
And unfortunately, that offense did not last long. This match only went on for like 5 or 6 minutes before Zarya was able to put down Nikita Lyons. Oh yeah, go ahead. Actually, yeah, go ahead. Go and share that. That one's accurate. As she puts down Nikita Lyons with a spear, and then she follows it up with an F5 to pin and win. Your winner, Zarya. Now, I actually want to take a moment to talk about this because, man, this is a fucking fall from grace for Nikita Lyons. When WWE signed her back in late 2021, during the boom period of 2.0, if you want to call it that, they were trying really hard to put over Nikita Lyons as this really next big, awesome thing in the NXT women's division. Like, the way they presented her, the way she had her, like, super cool entrances, her video packages, and everything. And yeah, in the beginning, she was pretty freaking fast with her martial arts, with all her kicks and shit. That was awesome.
And then she tore both her quads.
And then
not her quads, like her ACLs.
And then, unfortunately, she busted up both her knees because she went too hard in her martial arts, in her movement. And not only that, but she still needs a lot of work to do in the ring. A lot of the moves that she's been doing, it still looks like she's feeling a little feeling hesitant in doing some of the moves. And now that she's recently come back from injury, the landscape of the women's division has drastically changed.
And unfortunately, that kind of leaves Nikita Lyons kind of languishing by the wayside. Like, we
honestly,
got Zarya here upstaging her in this, and it's not to say that Nikita Lyons isn't good in the ring. She has been very good in the ring. It's just been shit luck that has slowed her down in terms of her physical ability. She used to wrestle in other promotions over here, and she was working perfectly well without any sort of problems with her legs. She makes it her way up to WWE here with NXT. All of a sudden, her legs went to shit, and it's fucking tragic. It's messed up.
Honestly, I'm surprised. Hold on, if you don't mind,
go on.
please. I'm surprised that Nikita Lyons wasn't cut in WWE's recent releases last week.
Yeah, true. But then again, that just goes to show you that clearly Nikita Lyons is being looked out for over in NXT. I guess Shawn Michaels is keeping an eye and making sure that she's at least staying active in the ring, staying active within the roster, making sure that she's got some kind of highlight. Because it's not as if Zarya is going to put down like a little freaking fairy waif. Nikita Lyons is still considered a threat. She's still considered a badass bitch. And you gotta have nothing but love and respect for this woman, because she could have hung it up a long time ago with the first knee going out, but she didn't. And the fact that she's back in here, she's still rocking it. She's trying to stay true to a lot of her martial arts offense, but she's had to adjust. And having that kind of repertoire, putting her up against Zarya, you can say on the one hand it's a fall from grace on your end. I would like to say it's more a matter of confidence that they have in Nikita Lyons to show Zarya how the shit's done in WWE in terms of in-ring work.
I know that. It's just like lately, like ever since she came back from injury, she's been losing a lot more matches. Like in her return match, she lost to Lola Vice, and then she also lost to Kalani.
That was a little fucked up. I wanted to see a little more martial arts action between the two of them.
Yeah, she lost to Lola Vice. She lost to Kalani Jordan. She now lost to Zarya. The only win that she has under her belt right now since her return was beating Adriana Rizzo. And Adriana Rizzo isn't even that good in the ring.
And at least not in the way that we could compare with Zarya over here. Like Mr. Quake hit the nail right on the head, though. Nikita Lyons is marketable. That's one of the things over here. Ha. So I also was looking in the chat. Working for Sid, you know how many years I had to hear about the softball jokes and the whole half the brain that you do videos. That's all anyone ever posts.
Oh man.
But at the same time, like it. Sorry, it can't be a. It's a little funny still. Yeah, it's a little fucked up, but it's like yes, she is thick, Mr. Quake. And Zarya whiny? When did that happen? How is Zarya whiny?
I have no idea what that means. But...
And Mr. Quake's over here is like, oh, come on, NXT 2.0 was fun. NXT 2.0 gave us a goddamn fucking Technicolor midlife crisis. And fucking, what do you call it? We had Joe Gacy working as an evil woke cultist.
I'm so glad he's moved on to the White Six.
Yes, it's way better. It's much better.
We also had Mandy Rose plastered all over the place as the NXT Women's Champion before they fired her for
having OnlyFans.
For having OnlyFans,
which is bullshit.
Yeah, but that being said, I hope that something turns around for Nikita Lyons soon.
Yeah, so do I.
Before it's too late.
All right,
now, let's get to the segment of the night, and this is an in-ring promo segment featuring the NXT champion, the ruler, the conqueror, the bringer of war, the mountain you cannot climb. I am talking about the great Obafemi.
Goddamn right. Okay, so, wait, hold on a minute. How is this an underwhelming promo? How is this the low promo for the night?
Let me explain.
Yes, please. You're going to have to spell this out.
So Obafemi is on the mic, and he is aware that he is going to be defending the NXT Championship in a triple threat match against Grayson Waller and Austin Theory, a.k.a. A-Town Down Under. And he believes that these two are going to be colluding with each other to try and take the belt off of him, but he reminds his opponents that this is a singles championship, and there can only be one NXT champion.
To which A-Town Down Under came down to try and speak their own case over here. Also, what the fuck, Austin Theory? What's he like? Why is he rocking Why is he rocking these the work boots over here?
Hey, man, those are Tim's.
Yeah, no, but what's he doing with these Tims? He ain't earned no Tims.
Hey, man, he's...
It clashes with the rest of his outfit. Like, okay, if I may be your Jean-Paul Gaultier for the night over here.
Damn, Juan, the amount of times you got to nitpick, we're going to be here all
yes!
night.
I will pick all the nit. God fucking damn it. It's how I can get my rocks off, okay? Now, motherfucker, he's got champagne gold jacket, black jeans, right? He's got a fucking silver with cubic zirconia fucking necklace. And don't try to come at me saying that those aren't cubics. Motherfucker, I used to work for the Home Shopping Network. I know what cubic zirconia looks like, much to my dismay. And then we got the Tims, all right? I believe the children of the current generation would be saying,
what are those?
Completely clashes. It doesn't do anything for the jeans. He doesn't even have the motherfuckers tied up or laced up right. It's got complete lack of respect for himself. Come on.
All right, so
0 out of 10.
All right, so Austin Theory's fashion faux pas notwithstanding,
Notwithstanding! How dare you! Dress better! You're a WWE superstar. Have some respect for yourself.
All right, so Austin Theory and Grayson Waller go down and they share their piece about the upcoming triple threat match. And they also tease a little bit of a breakup there because now they start talking about themselves and how either Grayson or Austin Theory are going to be NXT champions. And then they brag and boast about their achievements. Austin Theory brags about how he was a former United States champion and how he beat John Cena at WrestleMania. And Grayson Waller bragged about how he is underappreciated, but he helped build NXT during the 2.0 era.
Oh my god, I'm looking at Austin Theory's jacket. It's worse. I thought it was a suit jacket. No, it's worse. It's like this drab olive green fucking faux leather. Fucking zip up jacket. What the fuck?
Hey, no. I think it looks cool.
Yeah, and then you've got the Tims. Complete clash. 0 out of 10. At least Grayson Waller has a matching setup with his outfit. Fuck.
Anyway, so, and then after, go ahead, click on that.
Wait.
These two guys start arguing with each other as if they were a married couple, and after some more back and forth between the two, it looks like they're about to tease that they're going to finally break up, but alas, it was all a ruse.
That's a trap.
It was a tarp indeed, as Austin Theory and Grayson Waller lay a 2-on-1 beatdown on the NXT champion Oba Femi, and the whole segment ends with Grayson Waller and Austin Theory standing over the fallen NXT champion. Now look at these guys, you see, they're still friends, nothing bad's gonna happen.
So they're basically saying, hey, we don't care. We're not going to bother trying to have any sort of argument with each other. We don't care if which one of us wins. We just want you to lose.
Hey,
so that's some bullshit. How dare they?
Yeah.
No more bullshit than these Tims. Bitch, you ain't earned the right to wear Tims.
Maybe
back off.
Do better. Be better.
Be better. In the chat, let's take a look over here. Vicente Guerrero. Let's see here.
Nikita Lyons
is still working hard on modifying her style away from pure martial arts. Much respect to her for still going. And also said on the Half the Brain promo, Sid once said Vince Russo was one of the people telling him to say it. Bad as Sid knew was gonna sound.
I actually want to interject because in one of the old videos from Wrestling with Regret, Brian Zane actually mentioned that one of the stories that was told in the old days is that apparently at the time in 1999, WCW President Bill Bush told Sid to say those lines to set an example for the WCW locker room. So that's another rumor.
God damn, they're both idiots. Eric Wigrin, if they were to bring MJF in as a strong heel, what could they do to invest into him and make him into an attraction that fans will pay to see lose?
Ooh, that's a good question. You know what? We might want to, before we answer that question, we got to first deal with another person that jumped over from the
honorable mention for tonight.
From the honorable mention. Yeah, this is the honorable mention for tonight because we get a surprise debut of absolute Ricky Starks.
Motherfucker!
The former AEW World Tag Team Champion has joined NXT.
And I'm over here fucking losing my head because when Jose sent me the video of this, I was literally just looking it over in my room, and all I did was once I saw that, and I saw that it wasn't a meme, I saw that it wasn't a joke, it wasn't a deep fake, nothing like that, I just squealed. I just squealed like a little idiot boy.
Oh yeah, he
like,
did.
So
he did his pose. He cut a promo. He basically said, like, he didn't say who he is. He pretty much cut sort of a Scott Hallish promo from WCW.
Everyone knows me by my name or whatever.
You know who I am. You know why I'm here. So that shit, you know?
Like, yeah, no, I totally get that. But, like, it's not like he doesn't own his own actual name. His actual name is Richard Starks, so Ricky Starks is perfectly fine.
Yeah, no, exactly. And he pretty much said that, like, if NXT is the future of professional wrestling, then you need an absolute future star.
And he also said if the y'all are wondering when the revolution would be televised, well, I'm here, ain't I?
Oh!
Like, okay, that was a good line. That was a very good line.
This is actually a follow-up from reports from the dirt sheets that Ricky Starks has parted ways with AEW. They did not renew his contract. They haven't been using Ricky Starks for a very good number of months right now. He was not seen. The last time I saw him on TV, that from what I remember, was on a segment on AEW Collision where he was getting punked out by Adam Copeland.
Wow, really? He didn't. He was in a match after that, wasn't he?
I think so, but my point is that this is just another example of the AEW dropping the ball on a future like incredible talent like Ricky Starks, and yeah, and he's just one of many AEW wrestlers that has jumped ship from All Elite Wrestling to WWE.
Well, that just goes to show you. AEW has an idiot in charge,
and it's not just Ricky Starks. It's also reported that Malachi Black and Miro, the former Rusev, have also departed from AEW.
And now it's just a matter of time to see what their futures may hold. Are we going to have a brand new Rusev Day once more?
Will we see the return of Aleister Black in WWE?
It would be wonderful, and it would also make the travel schedule for everyone easier if Malachi Black got to be on SmackDown along with his wife, Zelina Vega.
That would make things...
that would make things easier for them.
Oh, how the dynamics of wrestling, how the landscape of wrestling is changing. I love it.
In the chat, Eric was saying, I couldn't imagine him being intimidated by someone dressed who looks like that, talking about Austin Theory's outfit. Mr. Quick, he needs cargo jeans. This ain't 2013, Austin Theory. Ow, goddammit. Vicente Guerrero, Austin Theory has more in-ring than clotheslines and a top rope neck breaker, but yes, for the body image, I get the comparison. Yeah, that's true. Triple H is pissed. Bill Watts, yeah. Eric Wigren, all these wrestlers have the alpaca haircut and play a lot of video games. The cosplay costumes aren't reflecting their character. There's no investment in logos or anything. Okay, I could see that. It's cool when you do them as shout-outs, but not if you're doing it purely just to cosplay in the ring. Like, come the fuck on. We've got
Mr. Quick is saying Ricky Starks hit the gym. Like, bro, he's been hitting the gym a lot. Just because he doesn't look all big and bulky like Bobby Lashley.
No, he was saying that Ricky Starks has been hitting the gym.
Ah, okay, yeah.
Great seeing Ricky Starks in NXT. Now let's hope WWE non-creative do not fuck Ricky up. Sorry, Tony Khan used him so wrongly.
He did,
Who is
man.
That again? This is absolute Ricky Starks. He is an excellent independent wrestler who made his way in All Elite Wrestling. However, because he ran afoul of the management over there, Ricky Starks was basically shelved without any real cause. And it was made even worse when Ricky Starks was allowed to be in a GCW show, and Ricky Starks cut a promo there that was critical of Tony Khan. Like, hey, what y'all need to do is you need to tell the man in charge of my job that that if you want to see me on TV again, to call me out and to have me on here. And basically that just pissed off Tony Khan even more, which kept Ricky from showing up anywhere else now. He basically cut him out of any other independent booking that he had, and then just let Ricky Starks' contract expire, and now Ricky Starks is in WWE as part of the NXT brand. So fantastic.
So TLDR, Tony Khan's a little bitch.
In other news, water's wet.
All right, but that being said, we're all happy that Ricky Starks is here, and I think he's going to be a great addition to NXT. He's going to be awesome.
Exactly, and just imagine the kind of action that he can get his hands on over here. You've got Oba Femi, you've got Lexus King and Ethan Page, two guys that he's familiar with. You've got the NXT originals over here, like Tony D'Angelo. You've got what's his face, Oba Femi. You've got plenty of different guys to choose from for him to mix it up with, so that'll make things very interesting.
Indeed.
Is there a Zoe Starks too?
There's a Zoe Stark, but she competes on Monday Night Raw.
And is she still tag partners with
Shayna Baszler?
Shayna
Yes.
Baszler, yeah.
Yeah. Sonya Deville, not so much, because she's also fired.
Sonya Deville was fired, yes, unfortunately. Aleister back in tongue-tied. If he said to us saying Aleister Black back in WWE could be fun. Yes, Quancho. Even better if Zelina Vega is managing him. Which is cool, because at the same time, she used to manage Andrade. And Andrade's over here in WWE. It would be funny to pair them back up again, or to have her pair up with her husband, Aleister Black.
We'll see what happens.
All right, well, yeah, let's see how the shit goes. Point is, we need more Zelina Vega in my life.
All right, now
it's
it's main event time, folks, and this is a steel cage match for the NXT North American Championship as the defending champion, the Don of NXT, Tony D'Angelo, the biggest paisano in WWE from Chicago, Illinois. He's running his own business with the family, with the familiars, and everything is all good over there. It's
all Gucci over there, man.
It's all Gucci,
Just taking care of La Cosa Nostra up in this, and just making sure that we got that we're taking care of things, and make sure that no one takes us on so seriously. You know, poppity poopy, beepity poopity pop.
Tony D'Angelo defends the North American Championship against Ridge Holland inside the solid steel cage.
Fuck you, Ridge Holland.
And this time, there is no escapes. Escaping doesn't do shit. The only way to win is by pinfall or submission. And these two guys, they waste no time in brawling in the ring. There is no technical finesse. They don't waste time using the cage itself as a weapon. As you could
point. Tony D'Angelo throwing Ridge Holland back first into the side of the steel cage.
Ow.
Fuck.
That fucking hurts. Imagine being tossed like that.
That sucks.
That sucks indeed. Of course, Ridge Holland was able to power back, and he was able to fight back against the NXT North American champion, and he was able to keep him grounded during this match, while the D'Angelo family are watching from ringside, unable to do anything to help out the Don. Yep, go ahead, clip.
Yeah, oh, man.
There's Ridge Holland locking in, I believe it's a Cobra Clutch submission hold.
A Cobra Clutch. Yeah, no, I can see that, yeah.
Yeah,
and Tony's trying to push it back. You see that you see that Ridge Holland is choking into it, but Tony D'Angelo's you can see he's trying to brace himself by having his thumb right in here. You see that? Mm-hmm. In order to try to wiggle his hands into position to try to break the sleeper hold. This
was after Ridge Holland gouged Tony D'Angelo in the eyes and then took him down with a power move and keeping him grounded. Now Tony D'Angelo was able to hit a comeback. He throws Ridge Holland on all four sides of the steel cage, and he tries to go for a big comeback. And then at ringside, Izzy Dame shows up with the crowbar to try and help out. She slides it into the ring, but oh no! Ridge Holland grabs the crowbar, whacks Tony D'Angelo over the head with it, but was only able to get a 2 count.
Fuck.
Yeah, that's right.
No, I'm even looking at Izzy Dame's expression over here, because once I zoom this out over here, y'all will see exactly what I mean. She's got an expression of, I am so dead. I am so dead. Oh no. Oh my god, my poor Don, he's getting his ass whipped.
But just as Rich... I know. But just as Rich Holland was about to go for a second strike, Tony D'Angelo rakes Rich Holland in the eyes, hits him with the crowbar, and lays him out with the one-armed elevated spine buster to pin and to...
Yeah, like, let me fix this over here first.
Yeah, please do.
Yeah, like, let me get this shit fixed back up before you get to that part.
Your attention to detail is... wow. I don't have words for you, Juan.
Good. You're not allowed to have any words up for me. Ah, take that.
You're so easily distracted.
How am I distracted? I'm trying to point out detail to people who may or may not have noticed said detail. Details are important.
Fair enough.
Even when it comes to televised pro wrestling.
Fair enough. You're a winner, and still the NXT North American champion, Tony D'Angelo. He's still the champion. The belt is still his, you know.
The belt is still within the familia.
He's
It's still been part of the business up in there. Yeah, poppity.
Ah, but Juancho, unfortunately, this story... I like that. You should do that from now on. No. But unfortunately, this episode of NXT does not have a happy ending because another family starts to enter the fray, and Tony D'Angelo is betrayed by Izzy Dame. Izzy Dame attacks Tony D'Angelo by the leg, and Tony D'Angelo and the rest of the D'Angelo family are taken out at ringside. And in the ring, you have Perfect 10 Sean Spears with Nico Vance on the left and Brooks Jensen on the right. And their faction has destroyed Tony D'Angelo. And NXT closes off with Sean Spears and the faction standing tall against the downed champion.
Fuck!
Fuck indeed. I rate this beatdown a perfect 10.
Let it out. Give me back my puffer. Let it out.
Anyways, Juan, your thoughts on the main event?
Okay, Izzy, of all fucking people.
She was only in there for like a short time in the D'Angelo family.
No, that's what I mean. Of all fucking people, Izzy Dame is the one who does them in. Bullshit, Sean. What the hell, man? How dare you? We believed. No, actually, I didn't really fucking believe. It was just more like annoying. But that's still wrong. How dare you? Tony D'Angelo in a steel cage match is bad for Holland or any opponent. 2 words for Tony for TD offense. It's Tony Soprano. Yeah, that will fuck you up. Eric Wigren, like Vince Russo would say, "We are not men, bro."
Oh my god,
bro. You need to make sure they're tournaments, bro. I bet it's Stone Cold, bro.
The only good thing
that...
Juan, I will say this. The only good thing that I will say about Vince Russo is that he wanted Booker T to be the WCW World Champion.
Bro!
And that's it.
Tournaments on a pole, bro.
But that being said, this closes off NXT, and now we have a new family to face the D'Angelo family.
But what's the name of this family?
We don't know.
What? Oh, God.
We don't know. We don't have a name yet, but we'll get to it when we get to it. But now it's time to shift gears to this week's edition of AEW Dynamite.
Like the fuse hit the boom, Dynamite!
You know what? I'm done singing that song.
Yeah, I'm sorry. The pointer system.
Oh, God. All right. We open up this week's AEW Dynamite takes place over in Austin, Texas, the hometown of many wrestling greats, including WWE Hall of Famer, the late American Dream, Dusty Rhodes.
Really?
Yes.
Really? Okay, yeah, no, you're right. Now I remember. Okay, yeah, okay, cool. Awesome. Good for them. All right, so how do we start the show off?
We open things up with the best wrestler alive, Max Caster, as open challenge. Max Caster has gone full heel and has dissolved the Acclaimed entirely. He has gone full villain. He has gone full of himself. He cuts a promo before the challenge starts, and how he's literally the best wrestler alive because he has a certificate to prove it, and how he is responsible for driving. Yeah, it's a made-up certificate. And he is also responsible for driving Billy Gunn and Anthony Bowens out of the company.
Last I checked, they're still in the company.
Yeah, but don't let facts get in the way of a good storytelling.
No.
So Max Caster declares...
for a second, I thought Max Caster was cosplaying D'Lo Brown.
Jeez.
Because he's looking a little rounder in the face.
So Max Caster issues the open challenge, and out comes, and I wish I had a picture of it, but I don't. Out comes Hangman Adam Page, who storms down to the ring, and as he makes his way down to the ring, Max Caster immediately runs over to the crowd, and he tries to hide within the audience. And Hangman Adam Page looks around, but unfortunately, Max Caster's aroma of pure dog shit betrayed him, as Hangman Adam Page spots him in the crowd, throws him into the ring, and starts beating his ass in less than 2 minutes. He lays him out with a buckshot lariat to get the pin and win. Thank you for coming. Goodbye. What are you doing, Juan?
I don't know. Also, what the fuck?
And hopefully that means... That was it. Fuck Max Caster. That was the opening bout.
What? What? I'm over here thinking that that Max Caster tried to get like some local jobber to do this kind of shit.
No, he got shit canned by Hangman.
Why?
Because
I thought we were over here trying to build up Max Caster as a heel, even comedically or whatever, or like not seriously. Like, oh, this guy's fucking delusional, calls himself the best wrestler alive, and he just takes on local jobbers or whatever the fuck. You could do that, and then have Hangman come and shit can him 2 weeks later or whatever the fuck. But no, just right off the bat, fuck you, Max. Fuck. I guess that's what he gets for killing the Acclaimed.
Ha! But we're not done with Hangman yet, because we'll get to Hangman in a bit, but let's talk about the exciting match of the night. And this is a one-on-one contest as Austin, Texas's own, The Natural, the current reigning Ring of Honor World Tag Team Champion and 1/3 of the Ring of Honor World 6-Man Tag Team Champion, Dustin Rhodes, goes up against Maxwell Jacob Freeman, MJF.
Okay, cool. We're getting this going on.
Last week,
I'm not gonna lie.
Yep.
Getting to see these guys in action is always a treat. I hope you'll pardon me. When it comes to Dustin Rhodes, having him work this much and this hard. I'm worried that he's trying to stick around as how do you do fellow kids, a la Chris Jericho. But I know that thankfully, what's his face, Dustin Rhodes has a little bit more self-awareness than that, and yet he's also a tag champion and a 6-man tag champ.
Yeah. He's tag. He has the 6-man tag team. He's 1/3 of the 6-man tag champions, I believe, with the Von Erich children in Ring of Honor, and he's 1/2 of the tag champions with Sammy Guevara because Sammy Guevara refuses to work with Jericho.
The fuck.
But anyway, getting back to this match.
Let's see how this goes.
And this match is presented commercial free.
Right.
That means no ad breaks, no commercials, no picture-in-picture bullshit to take us off this action. Am I right, Juan?
I'm gonna eat my special chocolates now.
Oh my!
Keep me interested. Challenge.
All right.
Level impossible.
All right. So here's what's up. So immediately, Dustin Rhodes starts stomping away on MJF, starts keeping MJF down until MJF wrenches the arm on Dustin Rhodes and starts working over the arm to soften him up for the Salt of the Earth submission, or at least that's what I thought while watching this match. MJF continued the pressure onto the Natural, laying into more offense until Dustin Rhodes was able to mount his own comeback here. Dustin drills MJF. Let's see here. MJF gouges Dustin Rhodes in the eyes, and then Dustin power bombs MJF out of the corner, out of the turnbuckle corner when MJF tried to do the suck it thing onto Dustin. Yeah. And then it was crazy. Dustin rocks MJF with a running bulldog, classic Dustin Rhodes move from WCW, of course. And then Dustin Rhodes tries to hit the crossroads, but was only able to get a 2 count. That's Cody Rhodes. But then again, Roman Reigns said it best himself. That move don't put down anybody. Oh!
Really? Really? The nerve.
Yeah. And then Dustin Rhodes hits another one of his trademark moves. He gets MJF into the corner and then hits the Shattered Dreams, which means that he runs and he kicks and he takes MJF to Dick Kick City with the referee's back turned, of course, because
of course.
Yep. And then MJF, who is at this point staggered and tired, Dustin Rhodes hits him with the final reckoning. And actually, no, MJF hits Dustin with the final reckoning and then applies the Salt of the Earth armbar submission move. And then MJF transitions the armbar into the crossface. A crossface!
God damn it.
And then Dustin Rhodes, unable to fight back, passes out in the middle of the ring. And the referee had to call for the end of the match. Your winner by technical submission, MJF. But MJF was not satisfied.
What?
MJF went back onto
you idiot.
Nope. MJF went back onto the armbar submission, hold on to the salty earth to cause more damage. And then Hangman Adam Page comes down, and then we get a huge pull apart between Hangman Page and MJF. They started brawling. They brawled in the ring. They brawled at ringside. They brawled in the crowd. The referees and officials tried to break them up. This is some hot ass crazy shit.
Okay, so what's his fucking face was like? So Hangman's just wrecking people just to wreck people.
No. Hangman Adam Page.
No, I mean, like, he was wrecking, like freaking. Like,
we're gonna get to that.
Because it dovetails into this. Yes, please.
Also, Wancho, I'm gonna send you a little bit of a last minute change here on the AEW review because this actually takes precedent. All right, I want you to add that as the bad segment.
All right.
Anyways, so. Now let's get again, this is a great match, and once again, Dustin, despite his age, he's like what, 55, and he could still go.
Notice how we don't have anything bad to say about Dustin. I'm just worried that he was gonna end up getting washed like Jericho. Let me take a look in the chat before we continue. Let me see. Not any more Perfect 10, just Spears. Let me see here. What else? Okay. All right, we saw that. My leg. Ow, no, not the leg thing. Come on.
No! When NWO would do a beatdown on the Football Boys was always a classic. Yeah, I remember that.
I remember. Izzy Dame reminds me of Shigo.
From Kim Possible?
How? I wake up to, been through first thing in the morning. I need that fast-talking New Yorker to help me wake up in the morning. I can't listen to Marks. That's why we listen. That's why you listen to us.
Yeah.
Here at the Ravens Flock. Because A, we're New Yorkers. We're Jose and I are born and raised New Yorkers.
Yeah.
And B, we're not obnoxious New Yorkers who only know how to talk about ourselves and only know how possibly incredible we are, bro.
Yeah.
Like, he's his own biggest fucking fan. He's his own biggest fucking.
Well, no. We don't have to continue talking about him. I don't want to. Yeah. No. Max Caster should lose the mustache.
Anthony Bowens was wrestled Tessa Blanchard. Please tell me he beat Tessa. It'd be embarrassing if she beat
so
him.
Badass how Dustin has been a pro since 1989.
I remember his brutal bunkhouse matches with Bunkhouse Buck in 94 WCW. Kind of weird how Dustin goes for the corner growing cake with opponents having to oversell, not being able to pull himself out of the corner for 2 minutes. Ow, shit, yeah, Purple City is greater than Dick Kick City. MJF could possibly be the top heel in the biz right now. He's just not an attraction yet. The Bronson Steiner transition would be a bigger heel investment. Let's see here. Work at one time, get over match with Goldberg, and then let Goldberg's son Gage train for that. That'd be crazy.
That would be awesome. But yeah, no. Again, great match. But now I want to talk about the exciting segment that precedes it, that goes before it, because
we should have gone in order. Because this shit did happen in order. First, we had Max Caster, and then he got shit-canned by Hangman.
But in the
interview with Renee Paquette.
I agree. Counter argument. Doing it this way, it will actually help us explain why Hangman is involved with MJF.
Renee is keeping her distance.
Stop that!
No! Marlon Brando.
All right, so while you're do that. I'll talk about this. So it starts off with an interview with MJF only, but Hangman Adam Page interrupted, and he tells MJF to leave once again. Now, Hangman Adam Page has been getting involved with MJF's business for the past couple of weeks, and telling him to leave, whether it's in the ring or whether it's during a promo segment. Just get out of his face, blah blah blah. And then MJF, MJF cuts a promo. I mean, then MJF talks back to Hangman Adam Page, like saying, "Oh wow, like I didn't know." Like he says, he makes some sort of joke about Jack Daniels or the Tennessee whiskey or aroma or whatever the fuck that's coming off him. And then Hangman goes,
"He is a drunk."
Yeah. Then Hangman's like, "Oh wow, 5 years, and that's the best you've got." And then MJF goes like, "Okay, let me get a little more serious then." So. So, like, he pretty much rips into Hangman Adam Page and how Hangman has been on a warpath and he'll be doing all these things just to get an apology from Swerve Strickland, and he never got the apology. Meanwhile, MJF is trying. MJF feels that the AEW fans owe him an apology for turning their back on him.
Really?
Yeah, and that MJF is going to be back on course, and he's going to do what Hangman Adam Page can't do, and that's to become a 2-time AEW World Champion.
Fucking really?
Yeah,
Ow.
fucking really.
Goddamn. Like,
yeah, no.
Like, okay, so he's not done getting the crap, going and trying to take Jeff Jarrett and run him to filth, but now he's switching his sights over to
Hangman Adam Page.
to Hangnail here.
Yep. And it's probably a good idea that we didn't do like the Jeff Jarrett one last right shit. Like, we saw where I guess I guess Tony Khan took a look at that and he was like, okay, shit. What do we do? Hangman Page.
Yeah.
I mean, I joke, but
that's probably how it went down. Like an idiot, like he is. Take notes, Bully Ray. Just my mind, bro. It's miserable, bro.
Oh, God.
Okay,
shut up.
Mr. Quake, please quit, bro. Bro. I'm begging you, bro. Please, bro.
Well, why don't you quit accentuating it?
Brando, bro.
Anyways, Eric Quinn.
I'm trying to get a feel on social media. How many people think it's a good idea to pull the trigger, make an angle out of Hogan being a heel, not even having to wrestle, just getting heat. And if they don't like it, I say push the envelope even further and amplify times 10. It's not really a matter of Hogan, like, trying to turn heel on this shit. It's just folks are tired of Hulk Hogan. It's not, oh, we hate you because you're a horrible talent. It's like, no, we don't like Terry Bollea, the person. Fuck the character Hulk Hogan. That's not what we're booing you about. Go away from us. There would be no saving that at this point. And the only time that Hulk Hogan was scheduled to be anywhere on TV, it's usually on Raw or when they do Saturday Night's Main Event. And you better believe that if Jesse the Body Ventura continues the way he is... hang on. Sorry, I need to fix the camera. Hang on.
You click things too fast.
No, give me a second. Don't tell me the camera went poop. Come on, man.
Do you want me to manually...
Oh, Jesus, I unplugged the wrong camera.
Damn, Juan!
Okay, I'm an idiot.
All right, don't worry, Juan's working on it right now. There we go.
I'm an idiot.
It's okay, Juan. Nobody's perfect. That being said, let's go ahead and shift gears right now to talk about the match of the night. And
okay, that time it wasn't me. Hang on. Fucking hell. Freaking camera.
Folks, just bear with us. We're gonna be back up momentarily. And hey, by momentarily I mean in 1 second.
Well, shit.
All right. Are we good?
We should be good.
Are you sure?
It wasn't on purpose. We should be good now.
Okay. Let's talk about the bad match of the night on AEW Dynamite. And this was a trios match for the AEW World Trios Championship as the defending champions, the Death Riders, represented by the Bastard Pac, Wheeler Yuta, the not-so-beloved punching bag, and Claudio Castagnoli, defend their titles against the Undisputed Kingdom, that is represented by Adam Cole, baby, Kyle O'Reilly, and Roderick Strong.
Okay, so wait a minute. How are they the Undisputed Kingdom if what's-her-face, the other guys, Mike Bennett and what's-his-face, who's the other guy with him?
Matt Taven.
Matt Taven. Yeah, why aren't they like at ringside or whatever?
Nah, bro, banish them to Ring of Honor.
Then it's not the Undisputed Kingdom.
No, it's just the Undisputed Era, but without Bobby Fish.
Well, where's the lie?
Ha. Now, this match was very difficult to watch because there were far too many moments where the Death Riders kept getting involved and kept taking any opportunity from the Undisputed Era to gain any type of ground, getting any type of offense in. Like, they kept abusing the rules, fucking the rules. What's up?
Real quick, Mr. Quake, it's okay. You don't have to keep apologizing. I was just saying that, you were typing out bro a lot, and I'm like, wait a minute. Is he doing that to troll or whatever? I'm like, please.
And when you say bro, it causes Juan to accentuate the bro.
Okay, you get it.
Anyways.
All right, also, I'm trying to get up to that. I'm just trying to understand what makes them tick and why they think they can hijack the show. Well, it's sadly, it comes with the price of admission. And if you're a good producer, you know how to roll with the punches.
Yeah.
With the punches there.
And speaking of, but getting back to the match, first of all, when I saw this, I forgot the World Trios title was a thing. Number one. Number two, yeah, no, it was just underwhelming. I mean, Adam Cole, the Undisputed Era, they got offense in, and it was really cool to, especially Roderick Strong, when he got the hot tag, he was laying out all the backbreakers, but in the end, after more bullshit with the freaking Death Riders, they went back and forth for so long that the finish was, with the referees distracted, Wheeler Yuta hits a low blow on Roderick Strong, and then rolls him up for the pin and the victory. Your winners, and still the AEW World Trios Champions, the Death Riders. And then after the match, the Death Riders continue their assault on the freaking Undisputed Kingdom until they were
Undisputed Era. There's no kingdom.
Fine, the Undisputed Era, until they were driven out of the ring by the AEW TNT champion Daniel Garcia and Angelo Parker and Matt Menard. Very likely setting themselves up as the next challenge. No, delete that.
Oh, my bad.
Delete it. Yeah. And likely setting themselves up for the next challengers. Although I would argue that, a title change could help breathe a little bit of a fresh air into the AEW World Trios titles, because I don't know. I just don't see a point of Death Riders holding the Trios championships.
I don't see a point to them at all.
Exactly. Now, this is a last-minute change, and I want to talk about this because this is a really bad segment that has a certain wrestler's dirty fingerprints all over it, and it is an in-ring segment with the Learning Tree, Ring of Honor World Champion Chris Jericho, who's now feuding with the returning luchador who goes by the name of Bandito.
So, is this Jericho dressing up as Bandito?
This is Jericho dressing up as a cowboy with the hat, and he's challenging Bandito to a cowboy showdown in the middle of the ring. They literally stand back to back, and then they cut to this really awful spotlight in the middle of the ring to shine a light on both competitors. They step away from each other. They take 10 steps away, and then they turn around as if they're about to draw. And then fucking Bandito gets his ass kicked by the rest of the Learning Tree by fucking Brian Keith, who helps Chris Jericho beat down on Bandito. And then, I'm trying to remember here. And then Jericho and
Big Cass?
Yeah, no. Yeah. Big Cass comes out a little bit later. Then Jericho and Brian Keith were chased out by the Outrunners, the tag team Outrunners of Turbo Floyd and Truth Magnum. They pretty much picture them dressed up
I know who the Outrunners are.
They actually look pretty cool.
Oh, yeah, of course they look cool.
They drove Jericho, Brian Keith out of there, and then Big Bill gets into the ring and he tries to claim the bounty on Bandito, tries to lay him out with a choke slam, and then out comes fucking Powerhouse Hobbs to lay out Big Bill with the spine buster, and the whole segment, a convoluted segment, ends with Bandito standing tall next to Powerhouse Hobbs.
Okay. What
the fuck
was that? Okay, please tell me that the Outrunners have some kind of thing happening involving Brian Keith and Big Bill. Are they feuding?
No, I don't think so.
Then the Outrunners were not needed.
But
it could have just as easily been done if it was just Powerhouse Hobbs coming in and nailing everybody and flooring them and turning them into fucking mashed potato smeared across the canvas of the ring.
But Powerhouse Hobbs does have a reason to get involved because Powerhouse Hobbs was temporarily put on the shelf, and by temporarily I mean by 2 weeks, by Big Bill.
That's what I mean. At least Hobbs has a reason to want to pick a fight with Jericho and his dopes. Let me see here. In the chat, social media is hell, man. Here, happy now. Let's say I'm sorry, bro. I see. I respect Hogan, but he needs a break. Rock greater than Hogan. I bet it's Republicans. Worse. Who's worse, Hogan or Jericho? I gotta say, Hogan is definitely worse than Jericho in terms of Jericho's in the middle of his midlife crisis here, and we all have to fucking sit and watch it. But Hulk Hogan, there was a joke meme that was put up where someone took a picture of a frame from Black Panther, from the movie Black Panther,
right?
And they photoshopped on Hulk Hogan's sunglasses and mustache, with a caption underneath saying, well, to be perfectly honest, brother, I was actually approached by New Line Cinema back in the 80s to ask me to play back Black Panther. But that just never materialized. Quote with it saying Hulk Hogan probably. As a joke to, how fucking often and how flagrantly and how grandiose in his bullshittery Hulk Hogan has been over the years, and everyone under the sun's already getting in under that, and it's not even as I'm saying, I'm just trying to understand. You're totally okay there, Eric Wigrin. It's more a matter of, when it comes to Hulk Hogan, Angel actually hit the expression best when we were discussing all this with how Hulk Hogan's got his Real American beer getting booed and getting crapped on by everyone in the building and everyone on programming and stuff. But it's just folks have learned enough about Terry Bollea to not really care for Hulk Hogan anymore. And it's not a California thing either. It's happened in other cities. It's just it's just sad, but that's kind of Hulk Hogan's own doing. He didn't know when to hang up the mask.
Exactly. And wrestling fans have grown up and they've learned over the decades that Hulk Hogan is one of the many people in the wrestling business that is literally bad for business.
It's because of him that we don't have wrestler unions over here. Him lying adds to his character and is actually quite humorous. It's humorous, but then you've got shit like, I wrestled 400 days a year once. That shit didn't make any sense no matter how many times we tried to math it back out. With the whole, he's jumping time zones back and forth. So it's really messed up. But I digress. We'll continue with the rest of the show over here for now.
All right. Now, before we get to the main event, we do have an honorable mention that I want to bring up, and that is the semi-main event match for the AEW World Tag Team Champions, where the Hurt Syndicate, Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin, successfully defended their titles against the Guns, Austin and Colt. And that was an amazing match.
Tell us about it, Jose.
It was so great. The fans were split. The fans were chanting, "We hurt people," but the fans were also behind the guns. Even MVP got a little bit of got a fan reaction when he was standing at ringside, just taunting the guns as they were getting their asses beat by Benjamin and Lashley. It was such an incredibly competitive match that made the guns look strong. In the end, the Hurt Syndicate were able to pick up the win, where Lashley hit Colton Gunn with a spear in the middle of the ring to retain the tag titles.
Good fucking God!
I also want to point out that there was a minor kerfuffle that happened on commentary, where apparently the AEW staff didn't prepare for MVP to join them on commentary. So MVP was like, "No, y'all didn't
He work shooted it.
He worked it. He's like, no, you guys didn't prepare anything for me? Nope, forget it." And he just pieced out.
And he left ringside?
No, he left the commentary team, but he stayed at ringside because the commentators didn't prepare for him to be on commentary.
Yeah, that's true. Still.
Yeah, nice going there, Excalibur and Shivani and Nigel McGuinness. But anyways, this was my honorable mention. And I'm going to be honest, there was another one that came so close to being an honorable mention.
Which, it's, if I'm not mistaken, this one, yeah?
Yes, and it is the short music video of Harley Cameron doing her singing rapping number against Mercedes Moné with hand puppet and all.
Like, okay, remind me. She snatched an actual wig of Mercedes Moné and glued it to this puppet, didn't she?
I don't know.
Okay, like, I don't know.
It looks that way.
But, like, it started off crazy good because she was rapping and singing at the same time, and singing, like, her own diss track to the tune of Mercedes Money's entrance theme. However, she stops in the middle of it, and
she cuts a very, very heartfelt promo on how she
how she admired Mercedes Money,
on how she is trying to better herself as a performer in the wrestling business, and how she is privileged to wrestle in her hometown at Grand Slam, and she's not looking to ride the Moné train, she's looking to drive it.
Okay,
she's going to be facing Mercedes Moné for the TBS title Saturday.
No, I get that, at Grand Slam Australia. One little problem that I have with that, while this was a very entertaining and very well-made segment, I'm worried that, okay, you could have had either a full battle rap video promo and cutting that promo in the form of the song, or just have a well-produced backstage promo of her giving that heartfelt speech. It would have worked if you had either or. Having it smushed together as one thing kind of feels a little jarring over here, because I was actually getting into the flow of Harley Cameron battle rapping in the middle of this fucking music video promo, and then she just cuts it, and then just drops into, like, going in and being heartfelt and talking about how important this is, and how big of a deal this is for her as a wrestler and for her career. Like, I'm sorry. Yeah, I would have been very satisfied with either one. I don't think that having both ideas smushed together as one promo for Harley Cameron necessarily should have been the way to go. That's all just my opinion. Other than that, 10 out of 10, no notes. What the fuck with the Mercedes Money wig? Let me take a look in the chat.
I like her ventriloquism. It's so awesome.
Yeah, it's true. It's hilarious over here. It's the only segment they talked about last month. It says Netflix launch. Let's see. Break out the spray paint, says Eric Wigrin. Get the stretcher and ambulance and a good film crew. Hijack the show right back from the marks. let history repeat itself, tear down the logo with saw blades and everything. Yeah, that stuff totally built him into this talk.
Yeah, they're talking about Hogan. They're talking about NWO.
I swear I don't know anything about it, brother. God damn it.
All right.
Let me see. Wigger and Hogan, yes, okay. And Vicente is also saying, 2000s Hogan was the 80s nostalgia. I want NWO Hulk Hogan. The Rock, at least he understands the business. The Rock didn't have a choice.
Yeah.
He was trying to change the hierarchy of power in the DC universe so much that he killed it. But
I think they're talking about his early struggles when he was getting punked around by Triple H and Shawn Michaels backstage. In his early rookie years.
Nah.
Yeah. But anyways, so folks,
he was in 2 places at once for a New Year's due to fighting.
So folks, let us know, what do you guys think about this? What do you think about this little video segment with Harley Cameron? Do you guys like it or not? Do you guys think it's funny? Let us know.
Let us know in the comments, and we'll be more than happy to take your opinions, and afterwards, and we'll respond to it from there.
And now let's get to the main event segment. Here we go. So it happened earlier in the evening on Dynamite, where Jon Moxley and Marina Shafir were ambushed by Adam Copeland and Jay White, and they have hijacked the briefcase, which contains allegedly the AEW World Championship.
Sorry, that briefcase looks too thin to hold the AEW World Title.
I agree.
It looks too thin in there. What's his face? Eric Wigger is saying, I think she looked uncomfortable filming it. The idea was probably better in her head. Oh, of Harley Cameron's promo?
Yeah, yeah.
Probably, that's how it probably came off, but it was clearly, produced that way, to be that way. I was trying to say, either or would have worked out. But
no, I agree.
Let's continue here. So,
Adam
Copeland is dressed up as Mick Foley.
What are you talking about? This is his Canadian look.
So Mick Foley's Canadian now?
Why does it have to be associated with Mick Foley, Juan?
Because I want to have a nice day. Let's continue.
All right, and then we get to the later we get to the main event segment. Adam Copeland and Jay White, they head down to the ring, and Adam Copeland gets on the mic and he demands that Jon Moxley faces him for the AEW World Title at Revolution in March, or he will destroy the briefcase and destroy the AEW World Title with his weapon, so eloquently called Spike. Yeah, remember Spike, Juan? Remember that weapon that Adam used on Christian's nuts?
Okay, what? Buddy. Adam. Edgnificant one. If you want to damage the AEW World Title with Spiky the Spike Bat ball stick of death, why not break the briefcase open and show the AEW World Title off and then threaten to fucking smash it? You see, that was a big fucking complaint that everyone was having, why the championship isn't showing, to which Moxley was like, yeah, bro, they just...
Why do they need to see it?
They need to see it. I'm the champion. They need to see me being the champion. Well, he's fucking...
It's all about being a champion inside. It's what you are.
Yeah, but the championship title is kind of
a big deal.
Big deal, motherfucker. And no disrespect, as thin as that fucking briefcase is, actually, you know what? No, I take it back. He probably could break that fucking briefcase with this thing.
Oh, we'll get to that in a bit. But Moxley then comes down to the ring. He is pissed off onto hell. And eventually he gives in to Adam Copeland's demands. And he gives him a shot at the AEW World Title at Revolution. And then Adam Copeland's like, okay, but I'm going to go ahead and destroy the briefcase anyway. So he tries to whack it with a couple of strikes. The briefcase will not budge open. And then out comes the rest of the Death Riders to try and lay in an assault on Adam Copeland. But Adam and Jay White were able to fight back. And Adam Copeland hits Claudio and hits Jon Moxley with a pair of spears before the Death Riders were sent scurrying out of the ring by FTR, who joined in to help the good guys.
Really, FTR?
At least it didn't end with fucking Death Riders taking over the damn show again.
But FTR?
Yes.
Really?
Well, they're friends with Adam.
You mean they're friends with whoever can get them over at the time?
No, Juan. No, I'm not joking. I'm serious. They all three, Adam Copeland and FTR, they all live in the same city, in Nashville.
I'm perfectly aware, and I know you're not joking. Neither was I. That I digress. So like when you were saying that he hit Moxley, I'm like, what? He hit Moxley with the spiky bat?
No, he hit him with the spear. He didn't hit him with the spiky bat, although that would have been funny.
So he didn't end up breaking the briefcase or quote unquote destroying the belt or the championship.
He added a couple of dents to the briefcase, but that's it.
And did anyone eat Spike?
No.
Any fucking buddy?
Nope.
No?
No.
Why?
I don't know why.
You're gonna motherfucking bring this thing out? Fucking use it! They're obviously not afraid of blood! So what the fuck, Starscream?
Yeah, we're talking about the same promotion that's not afraid to use syringes.
Fucking dopes. I digress. Let me fucking take a look in the chat for a minute over here.
Go on.
See here. So it was supposed to look like it. Yeah, it like the segment with Harley Cameron was supposed to start like it was supposed. It looked like it was all just supposed to be the music video and her singing and rapping. And in the middle of that, she hits cut and she stops, and the video continues with her cutting the promo. It's her delivering that. That's all it meant. Yeah, it was intended to be that way. Edge beats the Shield. Let's see here. I'm going to help promote you guys since you like to help out good ideas. Help put good ideas. Thanks again for keeping the spirit alive. No problem.
Thanks a lot, Eric. We really appreciate it. You are awesome, man.
Thank you for that. We appreciate it much. Yep, she made it work. Yep, Harley Cameron did make that promo work, and I'm totally down with it.
All right, now let's get into this week's edition of TNA Impact.
All right, so this particular edition of Impact was special for more than one reason. We'll get into those as we get into the show.
Well, one of the reasons why it's special is that it's one of the final TV tapings over in San Antonio, Texas, before they make their live debut next week at Full Sail University in Orlando, Florida.
Ow, fuck.
Yeah, I know, the old stomping grounds of NXT. How awesome!
Yeah, that is a little. That is pretty cool, but at the same time, ow, that is wild. But yeah, so they're hanging around the Full Sail for a little bit. Is it something that they're doing as like keeping it as their stage as an arena, or is this just continuing their show tour?
I think it's continuing their show tour, but enough about that. Let's get to the opening match of the night, and this one-on-one match is for the TNA World Championship.
What?
As the number one contender, Jake Something, goes up against the reigning champion himself, the prestigious one. Say his name and he appears.
I believe in Joe Hendry. I believe in Joe Hendry. Because he loved in London.
That's right, folks. The defending TNA World Champion, Joe Hendry, defends the title against Jake Something in this opening contest on TNA Impact. All right.
Fine, I'll stop.
This is pretty much a battle of power versus power. Although Jake Something's got a little bit more power, he certainly has the size advantage over Joe Hendry. But nevertheless, this was a pretty good big hoss fight between these two competitors.
So rather than just strictly being, being much more flexible in terms of his offense, Joe Hendry's got to stay strictly muscle man tonight in order to stand toe-to-toe with Jake Something?
That's right, and Muscle Man he became. Joe Hendry hit a lot of cool spots. He hit his fallaway slam that's followed up with that really cool kip-up that fans like. He also displayed an incredible athleticism and strength when he hoists Jake Something in the middle of the air and does a delayed suplex and a stalling suplex, and the fans loved it.
Oh, man. Gotta love that shit.
Now, Jake Something, he put up a valiant effort. He put up a great fight, but in the end, Joe Hendry was able to hit Jake Something with the standing ovation, one-handed, to pin and retain. Your winner, and still the TNA World Champion, the prestigious one, Joe Hendry. But then after the match, out comes Ryan Nemec, the Hollywood hunk. He comes down there and he talks shit to Joe Hendry, calling him a fraud. And that brings out...
fraud? Not a fraud?
No, actually, no. This is how he says it. He says, a fraud.
Farada.
What is a Farada?
I have no idea. Is this like the Batman where we needed to find out El Rata Alada? Is that what we're doing?
A Farada. A Farada Alata?
Yeah, right? What the fuck?
I think I need to look it up on Webster's dictionary.
El Rata Alada.
But anyways, then out comes the Director of Authority, Santino Marella, to try to restore order with this chaos. But then Jake something gets back on his feet. He lays in an assault onto Joe Hendry, and then he tries to also attack Ryan Nemeth. But then out comes Nick Nemeth, the wanted man, hits Joe Hendry with 1 super kick. 2 super kick. He tries to go for a 3rd, but he accidentally hits Santino Marella, knocking him in the middle of the ring. Oh no!
Oh, no!
And as a result, Santino has suspended Nick Nemeth for 4 weeks.
Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. That is so messed up. Oh, man. No, that is so messed up. How dare they? Well, this is what this is what happens as a result of fucking dealing with cleaning up Ryan Nemeth's bullshit. Also, I was noticing that Jake something during his match with Joe Hendry, he looked like he was like frustrated, like fucking like. Usually, Jake something, I know that he's had problems with his self-esteem and shit in the ring, but is that just him like getting all pissy that he lost, or was this happening?
I think that's just him being in character because he's a heel.
Okay, I get it. Well, like,
yeah.
God dang, he made in fucking Santana Malala freaking dropped the
This
hammer.
is just my theory. I'm not. This is just my theory. I could be incorrect, but in the 4-week suspension, I think we're likely going to see Nick Nemeth return to NXT. Likely.
Maybe. Who knows?
I mean, we got blessed by Fandango.
JDC.
I know. Ugh. All right, now
you should mention crossover.
Yep, let's get to the exciting match of the night as the NXT's Cora Jade takes on Zaya Brookside.
Okay, so Cora's got double duty on Wrestle Rewind over here. So hot damn.
Hot damn indeed. Also important to note that Zaya Brookside used to be signed with WWE under the NXT UK brand that has been defunct since 2021.
So Zaya Brookside has been hopping around in the indies for a while. She made her way to TNA, and now here she is facing off against one of the hottest NXT wrestlers out there. And is Cora just there to show her shit, or is she picking beef? What's going on?
Cora is picking beef. She has her eyes set on the TNA Knockouts World Champion Masha Slamovich.
Oh.
Yes, and
okay,
she
fucking new.
And she deliberately cost Zaya Brookside the Knockouts Battle Royal last week to determine the #1 contender for the Knockouts championship.
You gotta be kidding. All right, let's go.
All right, so we start off with a little bit of showboating from Zaya Brookside and Cora Jade, both women trying to taunt each other with the Eddie Guerrero turnbuckle pose. I can't do it because I'm not that suave. But anyways, but y'all know what I'm talking about. And then we get into the action. Zaya Brookside, of course, gets in the early offense into this match, laying in a lot of strikes onto Cora Jade. Cora Jade was able to keep Zaya Brookside grounded, of course, for the majority of the match. And not only was Cora Jade trying to keep her ground game on Zaya Brookside, but she also got into trash talk with the fans just a little bit. The fans of San Antonio.
Wow, so Cora's definitely healing it up. Very good.
Yes, she is.
Okay.
And then Zaya Brookside, she was able to fight back. She hits her comeback. She hits a series of clotheslines. She hits the broken wings onto Cora Jade, sitting in the corner. And then she tries to go for the pinfall, but Cora Jade was able to break out after 2. And then Cora Jade was able to snatch the opportunity away from snatch the momentum from Zaya Brookside. She tries to go for the Jaded. Zaya Brookside counters the first reversal, tries to go for another move, and then Cora Jade finally hits the Jaded on Zaya Brookside to pin and win. Your winner from NXT, Cora Jade. That's 2 victories that she's got this week.
God damn, girl. Wait a minute. Isn't she also on SmackDown?
Who? Cora Jade?
Cora.
No.
Is she going to be on SmackDown this week?
No. Well,
No?
not that I know of.
Okay.
But the point is, Cora Jade is building up a lot of momentum heading into Vengeance Day Saturday. And those 2 wins over Bayley and Zaya Brookside is definitely going to help her.
Well, as least in terms of her confidence is concerned, I don't really know what it's going to do with her in as far as her championship match goes. But I digress. I'm just over here trying to be logical. in pro wrestling. But what do I know? That's a crazy person's idea.
All right.
Also, Charles Barkley makes fun of San Antonio Spurs fans. Let's see here. So Furada is only something Ryan Nemeth knows the meaning of. Thank you.
I don't know. I don't know if Juan and I would have the patience to talk with Ryan Nemeth.
No, it reminds me of too many of the fuckboys that we try our best to chase away from the anime convention scene.
I think Juan would sooner try out Nick Nemeth's old bleach hair product than talk with Ryan.
And considering that I'm already thinning as bad as it is, I'm going to. That's a serious risk to my own scalp. Stevie Nux, Zaya, and Blair need to form a UK faction. That'd be cool.
That would be cool.
Poor Nick Nemeth. Yeah.
I know, right?
Ray needs to be GM, maybe.
Maybe.
A minor.
But now let's get
Funny
to the.
he mentions that, by the way. But yeah.
Now let's get to the exciting segment of the night, and this is, of course, a town hall meeting with Mustafa Ali.
In Ali we trust. Yo! I just realized.
What's up?
What would happen if you put Mustafa Ali and Chelsea Green together?
Oh my god.
The fucking Americanness of the both of them would be high fucking hilarious. Her being the women's U.S. champion, Mustafa Ali trying to shoot for maybe the men's U.S. title kind of fucking thing in a way, like, because like he's got this fucking political campaign bit going on.
I think
that would be hilarious. That'd be awesome.
That would be hilarious, but I think Matt Cardona would have a word or two about it. But anyways, so Mustafa...
Well, not a fucking romantic way, you dope.
I know that. So Mustafa Ali, of course, escorted by his entourage, he addresses... he gives off his address for the town hall meeting. He's saying that TNA needs a proud and respectable locker room leader, and has cast his own vote to be that locker room leader for the betterment of the wrestlers.
Americanda.
But of course, there was one.
Americanada.
There was one member of the TNA staff that took umbrage, that took exception to what Mustafa Ali said.
That personally.
Yeah, and that was the former ECW World Champion Tommy Dreamer, who spoke out against Mustafa Ali and said that no, they need somebody else as a locker room leader, somebody who actually truly exemplifies everything that TNA wrestling is about. And Mustafa Ali just argued about it, like, say, who could you think of? To which Tommy Dreamer just pointed out, and Mike Santana, who was sitting by the bleachers, minding his own business, and Mike Santana looks up and he goes, "Hey, what's up?"
Ha! Oh, it's like basically saying, like, Mike Santana would be a better locker room leader than you, bitch. Exactly.
Also, this is kind of weird, but somehow Tasha Steelz is also part of Mustafa Ali's entourage. Like, wow, they're just moving her around to having her do random shit.
Well, fuck.
If it works, it works. But still, I like this because I love Mustafa Ali's gimmick. I love this fucking gimmick, and I am still disappointed at WWE for not taking advantage of this.
I'm honestly surprised that they didn't do that. But then again, they tried to stick him as the head of fucking Retribution
and the anonymous SmackDown hacker. God, that was such a waste.
So fucking ridiculous.
Anyways,
yeah, no, the freaking anonymous guy doing computer hacking from a television control room. They can't even fucking get their memes right.
All right, but now let's get to the match of this week's TNA Impact. And it is another knockout, and it is a knockouts tag team match as Ash and Heather by Elegance are in action, and they took on a team of random women's tag team whose names I don't remember because they are cannon fodder. And Ash and Heather, they use their usual chicanery along with a little help from the personal concierge to score another victory for their team. So yeah, no, it was a squash match against two jobbers. So there's not much else to say about it. Fuck indeed.
Really? Come on. I wanted more out of this.
And now let's get to the really bad segment of the night. And this is another segment that I didn't care for because I'm pretty much tired of this act. I'm pretty fucking tired. I mean, I am tired because I need to go to sleep, but I'm tired of this shit.
Yeah,
I'm tired of
First Class.
fucking First Class. And it's another segment with Top Dollar and Casey Navarro introducing themselves again. Dude, we already know who the fuck you are.
Yeah, I was wondering what the fuck that was about.
He made some sort of announcement, but at that point, I just fucking tuned out because I am pretty much tired of this shit. I know I complained a lot over the weeks that I'm tired of Alicia Edwards of the system getting on the mic, but no, I take it back.
Want to know something?
But no, this is up there. This is fucking up there. This is fucking cringe, and I don't want to see this shit again. It's so awful.
But that's only because we know who the fuck you are. We know who you are, AJ Francis.
AJ, go throw yourself over the top rope, man.
Yeah.
At least I'm not wishing you death and like jump off a bridge. Like, no, don't jump off a cliff. Just go throw yourself over the top rope and leave us alone. Again. You fucking cheese whiz champion.
Oh, thank God the thing stopped buzzing.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I know. I think the secret was me getting angry. Me getting pissy over him.
Come on, a convo between Juancho, Jose, and Ryan Nemeth could be funny. It would be really it would be really funny shit talking. It would be Ryan Nemeth shit talking CM Punk about AEW days, while Juancho and Jose yell "shut the fuck up" about 50 times.
More like Juan yelling "shut the fuck up" and me having that face of "really, guy, you gonna go there?"
Like, you really want to try to pick a fight about CM Punk with one of his biggest fans over here?
Precisely.
Like, yeah, you may be jacked, but I'm heavier than Ryan Nemeth by like 900 pounds.
Exactly.
And I'm only 260 pounds. So
you better watch out, because Juan knows how to turn a Hollywood hunk into a Hollywood funk.
Ew, don't insult the Funk Brothers like that.
All right.
Funk Soul Brother, check it out now.
All right. Now, before we get into the main event, we do have an honorable mention, and this honorable mention goes to a one-on-one match for the TNA Knockouts World Championship as Masha Slamovich successfully defended against the powerhouse Savannah Evans.
Okay, I saw a little bit of that. Savannah Evans was going through Masha Slamovich like nobody's fucking business. How the hell did Masha fucking beat her?
Well, obviously through through a series of strikes and and just being more agile than Savannah Evans. There was a couple of spots during this match where got a little clunky with the movements, like Savannah Evans like trying to drop Masha Slamovich on her back with a scoop slam at ringside, but it didn't land really well. And I don't know, it's just like there were moments where it got a little bit clunky, but it was still a good match nonetheless. Masha Slamovich did an amazing job. She hits Savannah Evans with the snowplow to pin and retain. Your winner and still the TNA Knockouts World Champion, Masha Slamovich.
All right, very well done. Was this where Cora fucking tried to pick out Masha over here? Because you said that she's got her eyes on the TNA Knockouts World Title.
No, I didn't. No, we didn't see Cora Jade pop back up.
Okay, she just showed up for the match and then left.
Correct.
Okay, never mind. My bad.
Yeah. Now let's get to the main event, and this one's gonna be hard to talk about, folks. It's gonna be tough, and it's a one-on-one match featuring the world-class maniac Eric Young with the Northern Armory.
Why are we pushing Eric Young?
Well, I have an answer for that, Juan, because we're pushing Josh Alexander out.
Ow.
That's right, folks.
Yeah, the farewell match.
This is a farewell match. This is the final match of Josh Alexander in total nonstop action wrestling.
He was the fucking reason why I even went so hard for Jose to expand his show of Wrestle Rewind to include reviews of TNA, because Jose showed me the Iron Man match that Josh Alexander had against, what was it, TJP, you said?
That's right.
TJ Perkins?
For the X Division title, and it was amazing.
It was a beautiful fucking match. That just went and revitalized my own opinion of TNA, because, you know, at the time they were still just Impact Wrestling, because of the bad fucking taste TNA left in everyone's fucking mouth. But seeing Josh Alexander wrestle like this, and TJP, who we still had soft feelings for because he had recently left WWE, like at that time, if I'm not mistaken. And all this culminating with him coming up against Eric fucking Young in this wild, hard-hitting match. I'm personally more invested in a little bit more depressed that Josh Alexander is hanging up his headgear for the TNA locker room. But let's talk about the actual match. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, it was very tough to watch, but we had to watch it regardless. Me and Juan, we sat down and we watched the main event of the match. Josh Alexander, of course, pulling out his trademark moves. He uses his wrestling prowess to take on against Eric Young, and of course, he also has to face a number advantage because again, the Northern Armory are at ringside, so it's 3-on-1 against the Canadian Iron Man. And then in the middle of the match, Eric Young, with the help of the Northern Army, was able to gain the upper hand on Josh Alexander, targeting the surgically repaired neck.
Oh no fucking way. Also, one thing I asked Jose, but now I need to ask the rest of you: why the fuck are the Northern Armory boys rocking these Casey Jones masks from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? Is this a Canada thing? Or is this a, hey, no one will ever notice that we're cosplaying Casey Jones thing?
I think it's a Canada thing because hockey. Anyways, but yeah, no. And Eric Young, now that he has that upper hand, he goes to the top rope and he hits the heat-seeking elbow drop. But Josh Alexander was able to kick out after 2. Josh Alexander was able to fight back. He was able to hit his own comeback. But unfortunately, it was all for naught because because the Northern Armory got involved, they gave Eric Young one of the masks, and with the referee's back turned, Eric Young clocked Josh Alexander in the face with the mask before hitting him with the spike pile driver in the middle of the ring to pin and win. I forgot to mention earlier that Josh Alexander was about to close the match with the C4 spike, but Eric Young was able to reverse it and then the mask and shit. Your winner, Eric Young. And sadly, this is the last time that we'll be discussing Josh Alexander for now on Wrestle Rewind because this is his last match with TNA Wrestling. In the past 6 years, Josh Alexander has left his blood, sweat, and tears in that ring. He has been with the company for 6 years, trying to put TNA Wrestling back on the map with his in-ring ability and his resiliency, and just the way he presents himself as champion.
He has been a fighting fucking force for standing up for TNA Wrestling and representing the company well. He has been a fine TNA World Champion, TNA X Division Champion. Was he a tag champ before?
Yes, with Ethan Page.
Oh, fuck, you're right.
The North.
Oh, fuck, you're right. Oh, shit, imagine it if Josh Alexander shows up in the WWE.
That would be awesome.
Put him back together with fucking All Ego Ethan Page. Fuck your noise. Fuck your wife. Bing bong. He'll fuck you up. It would be incredible.
But that being,
boy, PCO was great in TNA. You're right, Eric Wigrin.
Until he smashed the digital media title and cut a promo on GCW. But what do we know?
How dare they?
But that being said, thank you, Josh Alexander, for giving us 6 years. 6 years of amazing memories in TNA Wrestling. 6 years of memories that we were happy to talk about here on Wrestle Rewind.
Damn right. And wherever you may go in your wrestling journey, we wish you the very best, and we hope to see you throwing down big graps all over the world, and hopefully make it to the biggest stage of them all, and apply your trade in the best way you can. So happy trails, Josh Alexander. We wish you the very best.
Though realistically, we don't want you to go to AEW.
No, don't go to AEW, for the love of fuck.
Juan, ring that bell.
All right.
All right, so overall, this week's edition of TNA Impact was pretty solid. Good opening match with Joe Hendry showing off that he is a fighting champion, and it ended with sadness, with Josh Alexander wrestling his last match with the company. Everything else in between was also pretty good. The Knockouts put on a great performance in their matches. It was great seeing Xia Brookside taking on Cora Jade. I thought that was a really good Knockouts match. That was awesome, and overall, everything was just good. The only thing I just didn't like was the bad segment. I'm done with First Class. I'm done with AJ.
We
Francis.
don't need to know who you are. We already know who you are!
That's like Juan constantly introducing himself as a member of the Ravens flock anytime he gets a hot tag.
But I do that all the time.
Yeah, I know, but like you don't have to do it anymore. Like we've been on the air for years. They know who you are. You don't have to do it anymore. It's okay.
You introduce yourself with all your titles and all that shit.
Yeah, when we start
start the show.
And I introduce you!
But like, no, that's me just introducing myself.
All right, fine.
On camera.
But the point is we're done with First Class. Fuck off!
We're rather annoyed with them.
All right. Now, this week's edition of AEW Dynamite, gotta be honest, an improvement of over the last couple of weeks when the freaking Death Riders were pretty much all over the damn place. At least we finally get a little bit of comeuppance against the Death Riders, thanks to Adam Copeland and his spiky friend Spike. Even though all they did was just it made a few dents on the briefcase. But overall, still a good show. Great match between MJF and Dustin Rhodes. Very emotional to watch. The Hurt Syndicate retaining the World Tag Titles because they're fucking badasses. I love that shit. And
poor ass boys.
I know. And of course the story that they're building up with MJF and Hangman Adam Page, which is guaranteed to be gangbusters for AEW if they don't cock it up.
But where is what's his face involved in all this? Jeff Jarrett.
Who gives a fuck? And
I'd like to actually know.
And of course, I know me and Juan, we have our opinions about it, but the video with Harley Cameron was freaking funny as hell. It made me laugh. I'd be lying if I said it didn't.
True.
Now, the go-home show for this week's edition of NXT was also pretty good. Bayley had an incredible opening match with Cora Jade with a little bit of side cosplay hustle from Roxanne Perez.
Unpopular opinion, but they need to bring back blading. They still gig when the occasion calls for it.
Yeah, they just don't do it so obviously like Hulk Hogan and Ric Flair.
And where you see them taking the damn thing and just
so
end to end across each.
Anyways, but getting back to it, so this week's edition of NXT was pretty solid. It was great seeing JDC back in a WWE ring, taking on Lexis King. He's the fans definitely miss him. They know who he is and they love him. The main event match with the steel cage match was also pretty good. Tony D'Angelo triumphed over Ridge Holland, but now setting himself up with another opponent is set up with Shawn Spears and his new faction, which name is still not given, but they're going to be a threat to the D'Angelo family. And everything is pretty much just wrapping things up and preparing us for Vengeance Day this Saturday.
And I cannot wait to see where we go from there.
All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed this edition of Wrestle Rewind. Tune in next week where we will be reviewing the main event for NXT Vengeance Day. But until then, Juan, plug us away.
Don't mind if I do.
Because I'm afraid of heights.
Let me just take one last minute over here in the chat so we can say bye to everyone. Eric Wigren was saying a lot of times they don't focus on monsters. They want to write love stories, though. Yeah, I get that. It can be a little nuts. Charity King and Danny B were the jobbers Ash and Heather beat. King B's have been a team for 3 years, says Vicente Guerrero. Appreciate that. Thank you for filling us in. Vicente also says, goodbye, Josh Alexander and TNA. Always so badass in the ring and so passionate on the mic. Hell yeah, you're damn right. Let's see, Josh Alexander during the post-AJ Styles era. Yes, you're right, Mr. Quake. Let me see here. Good luck with that. Josh Alexander versus Prime Kurt Angle would have been awesome.
That would be so cool.
Let's see. Ethan Page versus Bobby Roode.
If Bobby Roode didn't retire.
Let's see. Vicente also says Blades almost. Moxley Blades almost every match, right? Eric was like, getting hit with a TV monitor in the head, and there's no blood. 2 grown men fighting, and not one drop of blood is just silly to me. Like, that's why they still do they haven't really done the monitors bit in a while.
Exactly.
All right, but yeah, no, I totally get what you're saying there, Eric.
All right. Yeah, no, you're fine. You're fine.
Now I'll
plug us away.
Okay, very good. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and everybody in between, thank you very much for watching this week's live stream edition of Wrestle Rewind, hosted by Jose Casabona, as he reviews for you the best and the worst of 3 of the most exciting professional wrestling programs in North America today: WWE's NXT, AEW Dynamite, and TNA Impact. Step into the ring every Thursday Thursday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, live simulcasting on YouTube and Kick. Hit the subscribe to the follow button, ring the notification bell, stay up to date on all of our content. Become an inner flocker by hitting the join button, and until next time, continue to follow us on Facebook.com/TheRavensFlock, Twitter.com/RavensFlock13, Instagram.com/TheRavensFlockOnline, Kick.com/TheRavensFlock, and of course, remember to hit the subscribe button and ring that tiny little notification bell right here on our flagship platform, YouTube.com/TheRavensFlock, home of the Black Files. Los amigos play Wrestle Wrewind and The Ravens Flock.
All right, thank you very much for tuning in to another exciting episode of Wrestle Rewind. For Mr. Juan Arouse, I'm Jose Casbona. Happy Valentine's Day, and thank you, Josh Alexander.